you know how to network in a way that works for you? Well, I'm going to give you some tips today because one of the things that I know from experience is that building industry connections without tipping into desperate actor energy is really a fine art. But when you approach it with confidence, authenticity, and a spirit of generosity, people actually want to connect with you. So I want to give you 7 beautiful strategies that work well. The first one is lead with value, not need. Most actors are coming to industry people, be it casting directors, producers, showrunners, filmmakers, and it's with this energy of, what can you do for me? Hey, I'm an actor, or I have a script. I need you to watch it. I need you to read it. I need you to watch my video. That is repelling to people. But if you can flip it around, introduce yourself and say, hey, is there anything that I can uh, do for you? Is there something I can contribute? How can I be of service? If you meet a casting director, instead of asking them what they're casting, congratulate them on what they've done, the last project that they did, or maybe you know them from a project that you really enjoy. Start a conversation with that. Like, oh my goodness, I love that show on Netflix that you casted. It was amazing. And I loved how you picked the actors. How was the process? Ask them questions. People love talking about themselves. Ask them stuff about themselves and their business. They'll remember you more that way. Well, they'll remember you if you are really obnoxious, but we don't want to do that because then that's not a good way to introduce yourself. And if you're at a networking mixer, listen more than you talk. People remember great listeners. I don't know why, but they do. Also, be willing to share some resources or insights that could benefit other people, like some articles maybe that you read, or classes that are going on, or shows that you've just seen or you know are coming up. Share resources. Be a giver. um, Rule of thumb: show curiosity, not hunger. Because if you are too hungry, you come off desperate and you start smelling up the room. And we don't want that. We don't want to be smelling up the room. We want to leave a sweet fragrance when we leave, that they go, oh my God, that person was so nice. What was their name? Let me write their name down in my phone so I remember them, because they had a really good energy. It also makes a difference because if you come off like a team player when they meet you, they're going to put you in their little notebook up here. They're going to remember, oh my goodness, that actor was something else. Now, number two, building relationships. Really important. You're not just conducting transactions, you are actually building relationships, because the goal is that you are going to be in this business for a long time. So think of connections like friendships. And friendships need time to grow, they need time to develop. You want the friendship to be authentic. You don't want it to be surfacey. You really want them to remember you, to know who you are and what you do, and because you asked them about themselves. So, as you're building relationship, follow up naturally after meeting someone. Send them a little note, or email, DM them if possible, and say, oh, it was great meeting you. I loved our conversation about X, Y, and Z. Not, can you help me get a job? You don't know them enough to ask for anything from them. I want you to really think of that. You don't know them at all. You have not made an investment into a relationship. If Think of it this way: if somebody came up to you and said to you, hey, Can you do me a favor? And you just met that person, you're going to be put off. So you want to get to know people. You want them to get to know you. You want them to see that you are a team player. I can't say that enough. You are a team player. People are comfortable with people that they feel good around. And as an actor, the most important thing you have going for yourself other than your talent is your likability. And if you come off, desperate, you're not going to be likable. They're going to go, ugh, I don't want to talk to that person. So as you're connecting with them, keep in touch. You know, follow them on social media. Check out what they have going, and if they say they did something, congratulate them. Don't just make it all about you, but how are they doing? Ask them, how are you doing? How's it going on the show? How are you juggling everything? Ask them questions that nobody else is asking. Also, you want to check in with them to see if they have it. Maybe they posted something of, I went to this horrible Thai restaurant. I just want to have good Thai food. I miss Thai food back in the Bay Area. They had the best Thai food there. And if you know of a Thai restaurant, now you come in and you say, oh, that's too bad that you had that experience. But there's this great place in Burbank called Exotic Thai, and their food is always fresh. It's always, the service is always excellent, and you will love it. So you are wanting to come to them with generosity. What can you do for them if they see that you are a being of service? Unless your branding is, you're a knucklehead, then well, I don't know if you should be a knucklehead like that, but you really want to be of service. So remember, you're planting seed in relationships, and seeds take time to grow and develop. So if you meet somebody today, don't expect next week you're going to be best friends. It takes time. Every now and again, you meet somebody, it's the right place, right time, and they will remember you and call you in for something. That does happen. But again, it happens because you come off charming, charismatic, you're nice to be around. They leave feeling good about that they met you. So I want you to think in terms of that. Then I want you, number 3, I want you to master the social media game. Support others' work, not just casting directors, but actors and filmmakers, people in the community. Support their work, comment on their posts, repost their stuff. Like if they're doing a show, repost it. It's not going to cost you anything. And just put, hey, I'm really excited to share with you that Julie Carmen's got her movie coming out on Thursday. There's going to be a big screening at the Arrow on Montana. You got to check it out. It is, they remastered one of her movies. I'm so excited. I'm going to go see it. Here's the information. Support your friends, support the industry, cheer them on without expecting anything in return. That is called building relationship. Then what you want to do is share your own creative projects in a way that shows passion and consistency, not desperation. Just, oh, I'm so excited. I just booked a job. I'll have more to share, in the coming weeks. I signed an NDA, so I can't really tell you too much, but I'm really excited about it. That's you just sharing without being desperate. And what I will say to you is, with your social media, when you work, post it. Let people know you're working. Let people know what you're doing. If you're doing a little play in West Hollywood, share with people. If you're doing, if you did a student film, share it with people. Say, oh, I just worked on this student film with this young student, and he is fire. I know he is going to explode and just be a superstar. And I'm so excited that I got to work with him early. Those are things that are generous. They let people know what's going on. They help you in so many ways. You're building relationships, not just networking, because the best networking is when you make friends, when you have start building a community. Let people see you in action rather than constantly asking for attention. Number four, focus on shared humanity first. What do I mean by that? Well, sometimes the best connections happen when we don't talk shop, when we chat about music or sports or travel or food. I love talking about food. I love talking about I'm a foodie. So I will tell you about all the restaurants that I've been, the ones that were good, the ones that were bad, and why they were good or bad. I will talk to you till you're blue in the face about food. I will also talk to you about great K dramas that I've seen, because that's my thing. I love me some K dramas. So in building connections, and I've made friends at the bank talking about K dramas. So, and I've made friends traveling talking about K dramas, because that's the thing I'm passionate about. And so you want to think about things you're passionate about. What do you like? What makes you happy? So when you talk about it, you automatically, authentically just light up. Industry folks often get bombarded with work talk. So being normal, grounded, talking about hobbies that you have, when it starts getting chilly, we go into the fall. I start knitting, so I will take my knitting with me. And when people, when I'm talking to people, I'll just start talking, and always someone will say something about my knitting. That becomes a conversation. So if you have a hobby that you can share with people, talk about, if you play tennis or you play golf, share with them what that is, what that experience is for you. Be authentic in your conversation and in your communication. Number five, remember that confidence is key. Desperation reads like fear. Confidence reads like preparation. Walk into a room, if you're in an event, and just shine. Just walk in confidently, being you, saying hello to people, introducing yourself, and just be light. Don't be like, oh man, this place is terrible. Oh God, it started way late. That's not going to move the conversation forward in a positive way. It's going to weigh the room down. We want to keep the room up and keep your body language open. Relax your shoulders, give steady eye contact, give a natural smile. You got that lovely smile. You got that $1 million smile. Just do it. Practice introducing yourself in a way that's simple and authentic. Hello, my name is Lydia Nicole. How are you? Hi, I'm Lydia Nicole. Practice that. If you're uncomfortable, practice it in the mirror, because sometimes we are uncomfortable introducing ourselves to people. It takes time, practice, and just share. My name is Lydia Nicole, and I love helping actors. I love helping other actors reach their potential. I love helping actors put showcases for themselves together. What are you sharing about yourself when people first meet you? It's being self assured, not self promotional. I don't promote myself in that way. It's uncomfortable for me. So that's not something that I do. Also, number six, find community outside of your networking events. Sometimes the best connections happen in unexpected places, like acting classes or improv troops or writing groups or volunteering at film festivals or theater events, or collaborating on indie projects with peers who may hire you one day, because you never know. You never know. And this business is so amazing. You meet somebody in the mailroom one day, and then the next time you meet them, they are the CEO of a company. Relationships forged in work often last longer than those forged in the cocktail line. So get to know people, invite them for coffee, um, you know, get into those communities. This month, I am starting a community, Acting Smarter Circle, for actors, and it's going from September to December to kind of help you um, sharpen your game, to help you get your materials together, to help you have a game plan that will lead you to success in the next 6, 7 months, to get you on course and to help you dream bigger for your career. Because this is not a sprint, it is a marathon. It takes a while. So, and I want you, number seven, to think of that long game. Don't measure connections by, did this person get me a job? Measure it by, I am building a genuine professional relationships. The reason why I keep harping on that is because, I've been in the business 50 years, 40, 45, 46 in acting, but I've been in entertainment for 50 years already, and a little more than 50 years. But one of the things that I've learned is that you meet people along the way, and in the beginning, maybe nothing's happening, but maybe in the sixth, seventh year, all of a sudden, people go, "Hey, I'm doing this project. Do you want to read for it? Do you want to?" Because I built a relationship. There are people. Sometimes I get calls, and this has happened to me a lot. "Hey, I'm casting this thing. Do you know people from this age to this age who can play this or do that?" And the fact that I can be of service and say, "Oh, yeah, I know a couple of actors who would be great in that. Let me give you their contact information, or let me call them and give them your information to reach back out to you." So it's a community, right? This business is small yet mighty. It is a community, and we want to align ourselves with people authentically. We want to love on them. We want to celebrate them. We want to be able to help them, so that in turn, they will befriend us. People want to befriend people that they feel good around. I can't stress that enough. So you want to start asking yourself, as you're going out there, as you're meeting people, am I building genuine professional relationships? How can I build it? You can follow people on social media and then start chiming in when they put something in there that you think you could give a resource for. Don't I know a couple of actors who like to get into fights with people. Don't do that. That's not going to serve you. That just makes you an idiot. Don't Yeah, it makes you an idiot, so don't do it. Don't do it. um and and if you don't agree with somebody, especially if you don't know them, just be quiet. That's something I had to learn, because when I was in my 20s, I had opinion, opinion, opinion. And I've learned that sometimes those opinions, if you say it to somebody you don't know, you could burn a bridge. That, later on, uh, when I first moved to California, I worked in the record business. And I was in the record business for about maybe 12, 14 years in Los Angeles while I was pursuing my acting. And there was a record producer who I had met. And I don't know, I said something to him. Then I remember, like, maybe 20 years went by, and I saw him on Facebook, and I hit him up. I said, "Hey, how you doing? I just want to say hi." "Don't talk to me. I don't ever want to talk to you." So I knew that somewhere early on I burnt the bridge. And for that, I am so sorry. So that is why I'm sharing this with you based on my experiences, not on book learning, but what I've gone through in the industry. Because I think it is important that we share with each other what works and what doesn't work. And the people that you meet today may become collaborators in 5, 10, 20 years down the road. You never know. I started out with a bunch of people who were actors back in the late 70s in Los Angeles, and they started moving up. They they transitioned from just being actors to being actor writers, actor producers, actor filmmakers. So you never know the people that you are surrounding around yourself around, what they're going to be doing. So, if you like them, really lean in, become better friends with them. If you don't like them, they don't need to know, just move away. There's enough to go around. You don't have to say anything negative to them. Another thing that I learned early on, because as I said, I'm from New York, I was very opinionated, and if I didn't like you, I told you to your face I did not like you, and it got me in a lot of trouble. And so over the years, I've learned how to iron out those little edges of mine, how to be compassionate toward people, how to be of service to them. So, bottom line is, be authentic, give before you ask, and let your work speak for itself. And in giving, I want to say this, because we think if it's quid pro quo. If I give you something, then you have to give it back to me. No, I am giving to you, and the universe is giving it back to me. When you put out kindness, kindness comes back. It doesn't necessarily come back from the person you give it to. Sometimes you do connect with people, and you are of service, and you do give them stuff, and they're not the ones that repay you. Somebody else comes in and says, "Hey, listen, I got this thing. You want to be part of it." It is not, you give, I give to you and you give back to me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you giving freely, and by you giving and extending and being kind and supporting your fellow creatives, it will come back to you. If you walk in good attitude, if you walk in gratitude, if you walk in kindness, you are a winner, and things are going to happen for you, because people want to be around those kind of people. So shine your light brightly, and just stay grounded. Do not put yourself in a position where you are needy or desperate. Don't do it. Go take a job somewhere if you have to, in order to pay your bills, so you don't feel like, "Oh, I only got 2 cents and I got to pay my bills." Again, I was there early. I I was there. I remember going through a year where it was financially so difficult, and I was just not a good person to be around, because I was either crying or complaining or having some kind of emotional breakdown. And nobody wanted to hang out with me. My friends didn't want to hang out with me. The ones who really loved me didn't want to hang out with me. I had to go to therapy, which helped me a lot. So if you're feeling needy, I suggest therapy is a good option. And if you're in SAG-AFTRA, they have special stuff for you. Um, there is the entertainment center that can provide some mental health stuff for you. So that's what I have for you today. Have a most amazing rest of your day, and I look forward to talking to you soon.